Competitive players use this stage quite often because it's very neutral. Not many characters get a distinct advantage on this stage, so it's a good place to start off.
They're just building damage against each other. Shiek's getting some strings, but TLink's doing pretty well to avoid them. The general idea of this for TLink is to try and stay away and throw some arrows and throw boomerangs and shoot some arrows.
TLink's like the projectile master, so he's pretty much just going to be keeping his distance, using boomerangs, arrows, and bombs to try and rack up damage on Shiek.
Shiek has their own projectile, but it's quite limited compared to the arsenal that TLink has.
In terms of TLink's close range game, his back air is quite fast and combos into itself, so you'll see Btmans using that quite a lot.
You can see TLink has what we call his air, which means he can attack out of his aerial dodge, which makes it hard to punish.
So he can dodge an attack and then counter attack straight away with his air.
There, TLink used the grab, but because it's very laggy, if he misses, Apollo was able to punish it. If Shiek uses her chain off stage, she can latch to the ledge and get to it very quickly, which makes it hard to give her.
Reach KO %, so any strong hit now will either put someone in a very disadvantaged position or kill him.
Come on, Btman!
You can jump and you can cancel the jump with an up smash, which is what.
We're back to even.
And now it's back to square one. 4 minutes and 8 seconds remaining.
So at low percentages, Shiek is trying to use his forward tilt combos, which are very effective at low percentages. They combo into themselves and into other moves, his forward tilt.
Yeah, forward tilt can combo into up tilt, into jab, into grab sometimes.
Shiek has a lot of low percent combos, is what we're trying to say. Now these two play each other quite regularly, and Chris Apollo wins all the time, so we'll see if that holds true. He certainly has the advantage right now. By quickly grabbing the ledge just as someone's recovering, you can avoid their recovery move by using the invincibility. You can see that when someone grabs the ledge, they flash. That means that they're invincible.
And there we go, the second kill, using the sweet spot of Shiek's back air, which can be quite powerful on stage.
Moves have a sweet spot and sour spot a lot of the time, which means that they can hit weak or they can hit strong, and it all depends on the timing and where you hit with it.
That up smash just came just short of killing Shiek. Some good TI there.
Now, Btmans has a Mr. Saturn. Now, Apollo has a Mr. Saturn.
Nobody has it.
The Mr. Saturn is useful because it can break shields in a single hit, so...
Yeah, if they shield, then it can break the shield. If they get hit, then you can combo out of it into other moves, so it's very useful. Apollo has a distinct advantage here. We'll see if Btmans can bring it back.
Now all it'll take is a mistake by Chris, and it could go back the other way.
Clutch up B.
Right, there goes game one.
It's also a decent Wario stage, so it's good for both.
Marth has a distinct advantage on Wario, because after grabbing him, he can just let him release from the grab, and then
if he doesn't pummel,
basically, Marth is going to be trying to grab Wario, which is difficult because Wario is a very mobile character. Marth is going to try and get the grab, and then combo off of that.
We may see it a bit later. But Chris is doing a very good job of avoiding grabs from Marth, and just avoiding hits in general. Now, Chris was going to try and use the, Apollo was going to try and use the tires. The tires from Wario's bike are very useful because they're just an item in general, so you can use it to pressure the opponent while you're approaching them.
Comes a freezy. Oh, frozen Btmans. And wow.
Good DI try by Btmans, living that up there at a high percentage.
Apollo is fishing for the kill right now, and he gets it.
First stock goes to Apollo. That was a very good bite to Dacus there. Hard to avoid. Good pitfall use.
Wario's recovery, he has quite a few options, but sometimes they can be very limited. His bike gives him a boost, but if he's already used it recently, then he doesn't get a chance to use it. He also has his down B, which is the Wario waft.
Very nice, very nice.
As you can see, Btmans hits Apollo into the stage, and it sent him straight down, just because of the angle.
In this matchup, it can be very hard for Marth to get off the ledge against Wario. Wario's just very good at pressuring it and making it hard for him to avoid his
Unlucky
moves.
trip. Now, every time you dash or turn around, there's a 1% chance of tripping, which it gives you a bit of invincibility, but it can completely mess with your momentum, and it's just one of the unfortunate things about this game. And it's not in melee. But I'm not here to preach melee.
There we go again. Apollo's doing a very good job of keeping Btmans off stage. Building up damage.
You saw again the quick grab of the ledge to avoid the recovery move, and then punish it.
Very good shield pressure there. Forced him to shield and then he grabbed him out of it.
Wario's most remarkable trait is his amazing aero mobility, which makes it very difficult to hit him, and in this matchup get grabs, which is what Marth really wants.
Marth is off stage again, may find
Oh!
Fart is one of, I don't know what to say about it. It's just very, you can use it as a surprise kill.
What
takes time to charge up.
What happens is when the match starts, Wario's waft begins to charge, and as the time goes on, the waft gets stronger and stronger until it becomes a very powerful kill move, does a lot of damage. But if you use it too early, you can end up wasting it. So using it correctly is very important.
You can really change the momentum of the game.
That's right, because it gives such a huge advantage. Yeah, it can change a lot.
And while the opponent's trying to avoid it, you can often hit them with other moves because they're trying to play too careful. Btmans is trying to bring it back here.
Btmans had Apollo in a very good position, but Apollo managed to recover, and it's not looking too good for Btmans at the moment.
It's a good forward B.
Anything can happen. Wario can be very vulnerable off stage if he doesn't have his bike to recover with. So
this looks like a bad position for Marth at the moment. Fell into the bite.
Wario's bite is very good at covering any kind of dodge. You basically just have to avoid it completely rather than trying to dodge through it or shield it.
Registration is still open.
Especially with only 1 minute and remaining.
And you can see from I was about to say that because Wario is flashing, you can tell he has a fully charged waft.
And there's the game.